I need managers to come to the front of the class because I also want to speak about advocacy as a manager and how a lot of you do a very, very, very poor job of advocating for the people on your staff. If you have high performers, let me say it again. If you have high performers on your team, it is part of your job. It's effective leadership for you to advocate for those people behind the scenes. Yes, there's work that they have to do to put themselves in situations to try to get on projects and do all of these things. But you, as a manager, you have access that they don't to people who need to hear about those on your team. And I have found that a lot of managers are like, well, that's on you all. If you all want to grow, want to do things, do X, Y, and Z, what are you doing to help the people on your team? Some of you are poorly trained. I can't even get mad at you. These companies do a very bad job of leadership development. There is no leadership development in a lot of these places. So I can't even get too mad at you, but you can learn on your own. You can use your professional development dollars to learn this. You can read books. I mean, come on. Some of you are just insecure and you're withholding support. You're withholding because you're afraid that they're going to come for your job or they're going to surpass you. Some of you are just downright biased and I can't stand you. And some of you are so focused on the tasks all day long. I mean, I get it, like you're a manager, but what about employee development? Hello. I want you to find out from the people on your team how they like to be recognized and how they like to be rewarded. I don't want you publicly shouting out people who don't want that, but I also don't want you to assume that people don't want that. Don't allow a fear of favoritism to get in the way of you advocating for high-performing staff. I understand as a manager, you don't want to show favoritism to anyone. However, the facts are the facts. If high performers are doing their thing, it's not favoritism to advocate for them. If anybody has a problem with it on your team, then they can step it up in whatever area where they shine, and you will advocate for them as well. I've had to deal with this as a manager, someone who led a team. You can't worry about that. You're doing people a disservice because you just want to lump everyone in together. Favoritism is a very different thing. People who prove themselves to be contributing at a high level deserve that recognition if that is what they want.